Okay.
All right. So we'll start and I'll say, hey, or whatever. And then I'll ask my first question. It's nothing to throw you off. And if you don't want to answer that question, then we'll just stop and we'll just go on to the
Yeah.
next one. So,
No worries.
hi, David. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, Ashley, it's wonderful to be here.
So, David, I hear that you're up to a lot of cool stuff in the pickleball world. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing?
Yeah, after I retired from 16 years at Pickleball Central and pickleball tournaments, I got bored and decided to get back into the pickleball world. So I do some consulting with some clients. I publish a monthly newsletter called The Business of Pickleball, which focuses obviously on business intelligence about the pickleball ecosystem. And then we started an international association of pickleball facilities. And that is to provide a trade association to help pickleball facilities be more successful.
That's awesome. I know that our team was able to go and participate in the first one, and there was just so many different people from so many different areas of the country. Can you tell me a little bit about what they shared and how it went?
Yeah, our Scottsdale event was very successful. We had about 70 people there, and they were from multiple states. And we had presentations, and then we had just a lot of interesting talk among different facilities and so forth, with people sharing what worked and what didn't. And yeah, it was an awesome event. We held it at the Orchard in Scottsdale. So we had a court right there that we could play on and do demos. So it was a wonderful event.
Now, are you looking to do other opportunities this year?
We are looking at doing additional opportunities this year. We have three more meetups, as we call them. One in Boston on the 20th of June, one in Chicago on the 18th of July, and one in Fort Lauderdale on the 22nd of August. And then we have a big event coming in Austin, Texas in early October. It'll be a conference and expo. We expect over 500 attendees and up to 100 booths, all focused on pickleball facilities. So this is not a general open to the public type thing. It is 100% laser focused on helping facilities be more successful.
I love that because, as you know, Court Reserve, we're always trying to help facilities be their best. And so this just
Absolutely.
fits into everything that we're trying to do. So, David, let me ask you, have you seen any surprises in the pickleball world that you didn't expect?
Surprises in the pickleball world. I think one of the surprises is how quickly it took off during the pandemic and post the pandemic. We started in 2006, and we're around a long time, seeing just sort of slow, steady growth. But then the great boom that came during the pandemic and afterwards was huge. The other thing that I'm really surprised about this year is how it's taking off in Malaysia and Vietnam and Thailand and India and China. Huge market over there and lots of facilities.
So, have you seen anything that you thought would be better set for another sport other than pickleball? Like, there's a lot of technology that's coming out now, there's a lot of AI, there's a lot of video. Anything in the pickleball space that you're surprised is working so well in pickleball and not also for the other sports?
What's working in pickleball and not the other sports? I think a lot of what we see in facilities in particular is a continuation of that give back mentality that the sport has always been known about. You know, you go into a facility and people are generally really welcoming and so forth. And that's certainly different than if you walk into a tennis facility. You know, it's a little bit more standoffish. So I think pickleball culture is kind of unique and goes throughout the industry.
That's awesome. So, what gets you excited about getting up and doing work every morning?
What gets me excited in the morning when I get up? I think just the opportunities. It just constantly talking to new people coming out with new software or new facilities or new paddles. And, you know, the sport has grown so much, but it's got a lot of legs yet to grow. And there's a lot of opportunities. And so I think I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, and I think that's one of the things that's really exciting is seeing what's going on in the ecosystem and all the new people that are finding ways to make a living out of pickleball.
So that's a great lead into my next question. So if you were to take aside a brand new person who's going to open up a brand new facility or club today, what would be some advice that you would give to them, knowing that you did this so many years ago?
Yeah, we did one of the first indoor permanent facilities back in 2018, and we were really happy that we were able to partner with you guys as you were just getting into pickleball. Um, if I was to give advice to somebody opening a facility, I think the key thing I'd talk about is hospitality or unreasonable hospitality. There's going to be a lot of competition in facilities out there, and you know, some will talk about their lighting and some will talk about their court surfaces. But at the end of the day, I think people come back to a facility because they enjoy being there. They feel part of a group, a family, whatever you want to call it. And I think that the facility owner and operator is key to setting that culture and making sure it happens. So that's what I would recommend as the key thing to a successful facility.
We would agree
And
with you.
using CourtReserve, right?
Oh, thank you. Well, we would agree with that. I think culture and community can bypass anything. If
Just
you,
about. Yep,
yes,
absolutely.
yes, absolutely. So, all right. What's next in the world of pickleball, David, in your perspective?
What's next in the world of pickleball? Well, I talk about the continued growth of pickleball based on three pillars. One is all these new facilities, particularly indoor facilities, right? Up here in Seattle, we can only play about half the year if we don't have an indoor facility. And we've got 5 or 6 coming in this year. So we're really excited about that. The second pillar is the international growth of pickleball. It's going to get big internationally over the course of the next couple of years. And the third pillar for growth is high school and college. You know, you look at tennis and how big that component is in tennis. Well, I think we're going to have that in pickleball. It's very, very nascent right now, but it's starting to grow and it's going to be exciting.
That's super great. Yeah, I'm excited too. Well, that's all I got.
Awesome.